Right. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. This is your host, Krex, on 𝗟𝗟𝗘 MTG. I am making sure my mic's still working. Okay, very good. I am going to continue running with version 3.1.2 of my deck list. Now, these damping spheres in the sideboard are a little bit sus. I might develop version 3.1.3 that replaces these with something that is a little more relevant, especially considering that there are some tricks to beating Amulet Titan that might not necessarily involve these damping spheres. Might even replace them with like an extirpate or another Blood Chief's Thirst or something like that. But I have plenty of options. Not exactly certain what that will look like. The 60 right now I'm pretty happy with, except for the previously mentioned issues with the Darkboar pathway. Still undecided on if I'm going to cut down the Mycosynth Gardens or not. I think I'm going to continue playing with this list. Maybe make some changes for Thursday's stream. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. I'll go ahead and get started with my first match. Okay, and we have started with round 1 versus FJ Rodman. Hello, FJ Rodman. This hand is not keepable. I might have kept it if one of these lands was a dual land, but as is, sorry, I can't do it. This hand, however, I could see a world in which this hand is keepable. It's got double bridge in it. My opponent hasn't revealed any sort of companion. I'm going to keep this and bottom the Mishra's Bauble. This is probably a trap. This is almost certainly a trap. Almost certainly a trap. But let's find out. Wow, I'm just playing against Amulet Titan. All right. Let's go ahead and tap that. There's a Saga, huh? 𝗟𝗟𝗘 as a land, you love to see it. What about third Ensnaring Bridge, huh? I might blow up this Urza Saga on their draw step. I think I will. Okay. Picking up 𝗟𝗟𝗘? Yeah, picking up 𝗟𝗟𝗘. Now, my opponent doesn't have much acceleration, which is quite nice, and these triple bridges are going to be very good in the face of that 𝗟𝗟𝗩. 𝗟𝗟𝗩 who endures. I will use it. I will fetch a swamp. And my opponent has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But this is still going to be a relatively slow Primeval Titan. Let's see if they tutor up a second 𝗟𝗟𝗩. They did. Also tutored up a Shifting Woodland. Copy of target permanent card. Yeah, I'll go ahead and exile their 𝗟𝗟𝗩 here. And how interesting. I will go ahead and look at the top part of their deck. It's another Primeval Titan. How do I best want to fight through these? How do I best want to fight through this Primeval Titans? I think I'm going to start with the Stirrings. Now, I could grab an 𝗟𝗟𝗩 of my own, and I think I will. Blooming Marsh, that's fine. Okay, so my hand has a 3rd Ensnaring Bridge in it, still has this Assassin's Trophy. They're going to go ahead and Gruul Turf, pick up that 𝗟𝗟𝗩. And I will find a forest. They do have a Primeval Titan in hand and one unknown. Still no amulet from my opponent. One, two, three, four, five, six. If I draw an untapped land here, then I could actually play Ensnaring Bridge and then hold open Gardens on Bridge, but I did not do that, unfortunately. Now, I can do this. I can do this. I'm not going to be making a construct, am I? I might make a construct. If I could hold open black, green... I don't need Mycosynth Gardens because I'm not able to copy Bridge anyway. So I think I'm going to do this. Essig Wolf Run. Mill 4 cards. Then return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Alright. So they got a saga for free. Return a land you control to its owner's hand. And they have the ability to just fire off that 𝗟𝗟𝗡 again. I might just be priced into firing off Assassin's Trophy on 𝗟𝗟𝗡 this turn. That's quite unfortunate. They're out of lands, though. Out of basics, at least. No, that wouldn't have helped. Not sure what they're doing right now. Alright, so they returned a forest. Yeah, you got it. Go ahead and make a red, green, 1, 2, 1, just 1. Swinging in for 1, that's fine. I'm actually... No, I kind of want the card. That's a 1 ring. Ooh. It's a 1 ring. I can answer this 𝗟𝗟𝗡 by blocking the Arboreal Grazer. They're not going to be able to one-shot me, right? So, do 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, they're not going to be able to one-shot me. That's another Urza Saga. I will create the construct here. And... do I needle the 1 ring? I might needle the 1 ring. Oh, I might needle the 1 ring. I'm not sure yet. I might just start... Just not sure. I feel like Needle on 𝗟𝗟𝗡 is not an efficient use of my resources. I might needle 𝗟𝗟𝗡. Because they probably have ways of getting 𝗟𝗟𝗡 back. I'll go ahead and needle 𝗟𝗟𝗡. Alright, now let's go ahead and play this. I am going to make a copy of my Ensnaring Bridge right now. Oh, I guess I could have Cling to Dust on their 𝗟𝗟𝗡s, huh? I guess that's not that big of a deal. Alright, so they still have an unknown card. Okay. Yeah, we're still good. I think the meta is slowly becoming more favorable for Lantern. Things like this deck that I'm facing right now. If this Amulet player is not playing 𝗟𝗟𝗡, plus, yeah, I'm blocking. You can pump as much as you like. I'm going to go ahead and just trade. Take a bunch of damage off of this. If this Amulet player is not playing Dryad of the Elysian Grove, I think, and 𝗟𝗟𝗡, then I'm in a really, really good position here. But a lot of them have been kind of cutting those cards lately because they have not been performing very well. Alright, there's the forest. And that unknown is the 1 ring. Jeskai control has kind of fallen by the wayside. Which, that's nice. because, wow, the Wrath of the Skies kind of schmacks us pretty hard. One of the top decks in the format right now is Blue-Black Murktide, which is as close to a buy as a matchup can reasonably get. Do they have any way of abusing this right now? Probably. Let's see how they do it. They're gonna attempt to combo me. Well, let's make them do whatever it is that they're going to do. Yeah, Mirror Pool sacrifices to make token copies. I'm still gonna make them play out this combo. Ah, they've got an Ottawara. Would you look at that? Alright, well that's fine. So they can bounce one of my things. Alright, they return the Mycosynth Gardens to my hand. That Ottawara is in their graveyard now. So I'm just going to be very careful in case they find something that can get that Ottawara back. Yeah. There's that Primeval Titan that I knew they had in hand. They don't play a second Ottawara, do they? No, they don't. Alright, there we go. So they're gonna go ahead and Teleria West here. For what? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Yep. That's fine. Go ahead and transmute. Summoner's Pact. Okay. Got a Dryad of the Elysian Grove, an Aftermath Analyst. Yeah, you got it. You may mill 3 cards. You may return all land cards from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped once I do this. Go ahead and plink that Ottawara out of there. Get rid of that, and that, I suppose. Goodbye, Ottawara. Aftermath Analyst is a 1/3. Yeah, now the onus is on my opponent to figure out how to break through this. They do not have an Ottawara left in their deck, presumably. Their Boseiju is needled. Their Ensnaring Bridge that I have in play is just in play. I very much look forward to seeing how and if my opponent can break through this. They're certainly doing a lot of things. They're certainly doing a lot of things. Aha! They found the out. That's a pretty good out. Ooh. Yeah, I think they found the out here. Let's see if this is good enough. 3, 6, 7. You need to spend 2 of it on this. I don't know if this is enough. It's not enough. And unfortunately for my opponent, this Urza Saga is going to come off of is going to pop. I am going to create a token. I'm going to find a pithing needle. I'm going to name Kessig Wolfrun. And I'm going to play a Mycosynth Gardens. Going to Inquisition my opponent. Take nothing, because they don't have anything. And I'm going to F6. They have to pay 2. It's fine. Yep, they're going to transmute for something here. Not exactly sure what they're getting. Maybe they're just checking their deck to see if they have any outs to this. They do not have any outs to this. Wow, that was a game. I think that's my first win against Amulet Titan since MH3 dropped. I will take it. That was a weird game. Can't say I recommend keeping the hand, but I mean, it worked. So, what is my sideboard plan? Give me a second. All right, so I actually have not yet developed a sideboard plan for against this deck. I would imagine that it would involve at least the Extirpates and the Damping Spheres. The Assassin's Trophies are really good against them. Inquisition of Kozilek on the play might be good enough to take a Collective Brutality is just bad. That's just bad. Grafdigger's Cage. That's bad. Link to Dust, surprisingly good. I'm gonna keep that in. Now, what else would I want in? Do I want the Duresses? What would those hit? They'd hit the One Ring, they'd hit... Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. I don't really care about the One Ring. I need all of my needles. I kind of want my stirrings to try and find these damping spheres. I might go down one Inquisition, one Bauble. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I have those damping spheres in the side specifically for this matchup, yet I don't actually know how to use them. Kind of sus. This hand does turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Inquisition Shredder into turn 3 Bridge. I think I can find something better than this. Well, this is kind of just the same hand, except it's got a needle. I'm not certain I can find something better than this. I will bottom the forest. Forest continuing to be the most mediocre land. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just turn 1 Pithing Needle on Boseiju. I know you can pick up those lands. I'm not deterred. Well. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, I have to take the Aftermath Analyst. And I will go ahead and needle that now. Gruul Turf, bouncing Boseiju. Oops, that's the wrong one. And they have an unknown. Alright. That is a Mycosynth Gardens. Ah! Misplay. Oh well. And I don't believe I'm going to be using Shredder quite yet. Using Mycosynth Gardens quite yet. Yeah, it was just kind of wrong to play it like that. You know what? You got it. The One Ring, you got it. You get to swing for 1. And I cannot Thoughtseize them. Why is my stack down there? I'm gonna put my stack like right here. I will yield to this. I don't know if I'm going to be milling them because they still have Lumra as an out. Spelunking. They're playing a Gruul Turf. Bouncing a Forest. Playing a Lotus Field. Sacrificing 2 lands. Sure. That is a Primeval Titan. Are they just gonna combo kill me right here? They might. Yeah, I think they're gonna try and combo kill me. Interesting. I should probably blind mill them at some point, huh? Yeah, I'll go ahead and blind mill them, see if I can luck sack into taking the land that they need. That's not the land that they need. That's not the land they need. That is a Force of Vigor, though. Yeah, I got a feeling that I'm not winning this game. Rich? No. So this will... I don't think that I have the ability to win. Yeah, they got Beseju. They got all sorts of stuff in here. Expedition map, huh? I think I'm going to take the Colossal Sky Turtle. I'll go ahead and suspend this Profane Tutor. And they're just going to draw a ton of cards. Yep. Let's go ahead and see if I can luck sack into taking their things. That's not exactly it. That is a Primeval Titan. And that is an Explorer. Okay, you got it. I fully expect them to get some sort of Kesset Wolf run here to just completely obliterate me. Yeah, here we go. Yep, I'm dead. I didn't bring in my Terra Sunders. Those need to come in. Probably at the expense of the Profane Tutors. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try this. Would you like to play first? I would like to play first. Oh, this hand. Ooh. I'm gonna keep it, but it is sussy-wussy. Alright, my opponent kept 7, unfortunately. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die by a lot. Oh, I probably should have turned one Thoughtseize them. They could have played an Amulet of Vigor. They did not play an Amulet of Vigor. I'll take it. I will Thoughtseize them now, though. Lots of nasties. Look at that hand. This hand will hopefully collapse if this Spelunking is gone. I know I still have to find an answer to that One Ring eventually, but I do not believe now is the time for that. I'm going to take the Spelunking. I will play this Mycosynth Gardens. Alright, that is an Urza's Cave. That is an Aftermath Analyst. Really wishing I had another discard spell here, honestly. I will take a Shredder. Do I fire off a Stirrings to play that Shredder immediately? I think I kind of want to just land this bridge. Oof. Yeah, you got it. Echoing Deeps is gone. Playing their Gruul Turf and bouncing their Urza's Cave? Yeah. They bounce their Echoing Deeps. Yeah, I'm not feeling favored in this matchup either. I'm going to YOLO Stirrings, try and find... Nope, I didn't find it. I'll go ahead and grab an Urza Saga, I suppose. That is a Pithing Needle. That's nice. Do I want Pithing Needle in this situation? I kinda want Pithing Needle in this situation. Yeah, I want that Pithing Needle. I might even want that Pithing Needle right now. I might even want that Pithing Needle right now, because they're going to throw down a Boseiju. They're going to tutor up a Boseiju, and they're going to have the ambulance necessary to play it. I will take this Pithing Needle, and I'm going to throw this on Boseiju right now. I'm probably still losing this. Amulet of Vigor. That's one of them. That's the other one. Oof. Yeah, they're just digging for mana. Look at this. This is kind of scary. Search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle. Another Lotus Field? Yeah, they're just digging for lands. I think they've won this. Perhaps it would have been... No, because if I had done that, then they would have simply played an Amulet. Played a Titan. Yeah, look at that. Well, what's the damage? 2 Lotus Fields, Gruul Turf, all sorts of nasty stuff is going to happen. And there's not really anything I can do about this, I think. Please get off my desk. Thank you. Well, I did majorly screw up my sideboard specifically to try and win these matchups, and I'm still not winning them. Perhaps it's time for a different sideboard strategy. Maybe I should have kept a different hand, huh? My hand wasn't particularly strong. I'm still not convinced that I misnamed on the Pithing Needle. Maybe it's possible that I should have had a Shredder in play and then milled their Amulet, but I don't think that would have been correct either. 1 Amulet is still plenty. Yeah, see, they're going to go ahead and grab their Otawara here. I am going to make them play it out. I need to learn how this deck operates. Oh, they just bounced Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that was all just a bounce Ensnaring Bridge. Now they're going to actually win the game. And here they go. I genuinely wonder how differently this would have played out if I had a Damping Sphere in play. feel like it would have been quite a bit different, yeah? Oh well, I'm not going to get too mad about it. Wow, they just chose not to use it. I guess they didn't need to. Okay, well, I took one game against them. And it was pre-sideboard, actually. Didn't see my Damping Spheres, which was unfortunate, despite having 2 Stirrings digging for them. I would very much like to know where my Damping Spheres were. There they were. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and start up the second match. I'll be back. Okay, we are back for round 2 versus 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. I have no idea if that's how you say your name, but that's how I'm going to say it. Amulet is a rough matchup for me because I do not know how to play it. Amulet is not necessarily a rough matchup for all Lantern players. It's just really rough for me specifically. Wow, I could not ask for a better hand. I'm snap keeping this. Snap keep, snap keep. Interesting. No Gigantha reveal, but playing an 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. I wonder what they could be on. Jeskai control? Probably Jeskai control. Probably Jeskai control, right? And yeah, you got it, the one ring. Yeah, it's Jeskai control. Oh, this Inquisition's gonna be pretty good then. I might actually fire off the Inquisition before... Oh, goodness, really? Alright. The running stream of lands afterward, not necessarily as good. Interesting. Well, I'm going to take the consign here. And know that Saka tokens is not how I'm winning this game. Alright, so they do currently have a way to force this if they really want to force it. Thank you. Very odd keep from my opponent. And yeah, if they want to draw that dress down, they can have the dress down. Not going to be fighting them on the creature axis this game. Yeah, you got it. Let me just take a look. Okay, so they have hardcast Force of Negation up now. Interestingly enough, I actually might be able to fight them on the creature axis now because they are not, they kept their, they got rid of their, oh, what's the word? They got rid of their dress down. Do I really want to draw this land? I don't really want to draw this land. But I also don't want to keep my Codex Shredder activation down. I'm going to draw it. It just feels so bad. You know, I will keep the Thoughtseize. And my opponent is very clearly holding up Force of Negation. I don't need to play into it. 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘. Well, if they want to play Flage, then they're going to have to do that. That's the One Ring. And yeah, I'm fine with giving them Flage. That's an Arena of Glory. And that's the One Ring. They do still have Force of Negation in hand. So I think I will go ahead and do this now. And you know what? Let's go ahead and just make the constructs. Are you going to tap the One Ring now? Wow. That's bold. That's incredibly bold. That was incredibly bold. I am going to play this Swamp. And I'm not going to attack to send a message. That was... They just didn't draw. That's incredible. I think I might be able to take this game now. I'm going to force my opponent to use their Supreme Verdict, which is going to slow them down even more. And then next turn, I just Thoughtseize their Force and then play Ensnaring Bridge. Huh. Blue, white, white. Something else. Supreme Verdict. And now I don't even need to Thoughtseize their Force. I'm going to go ahead and draw this Grafdigger's Cage. I do want to draw that Ancient Stirrings. But not so bad that I don't want to make sure that my things resolve. Arena of Glory, Force of Negation, Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and fetch. And I will fetch a Swamp. That's fine. Let's go ahead and play Grafdigger's Cage. Let's go ahead and play this Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. I'm just incredibly surprised that my opponent just allowed the One Ring to go like that. Dress down's fine. You may dress down your own Flage to bring it in if you want. That one you may not dress down. Dress down, Arena of Glory. Okay. And this is one of the reasons that I slow rolled my Thoughtseize for so long. Because I need to take this Null Drifter. What's likely going to happen is my opponent will... Wow, they're just doing it now? Are you sure you want to just do that now? I mean, alright. Another Null Drifter. All right. You could just do that, I suppose. And they can do all sorts of stuff this turn. So they're going to draw a Solitude and... another Another One Ring. It can't attack, so I don't really care about that. They can also pitch cast a Solitude if they really want to right now, but they chose not to. Alright, well, I don't really have much that I'm worried about at this point, honestly. I will go ahead and just suspend this Profane Tutor. My opponent's burning a ton of time on their clock, too. I have to assume that either they're new to this deck or something's going on. Well, I think that the Dress Down No Drifter is a pretty interesting line to take. I mean, you could Dress Down Plage to get Plage in really, really early. Just, I don't know. I feel like their hand wasn't a really good keep. Mystic Gates. It's fine. You may not attack. I'm going to take that Null Drifter. You know, I think I'm ready to start establishing a lock. I think I'm going to get rid of this Inquisition. Wow. Or I'm just going to draw more lands. You know what? Fine. Alright. At least I'm not drawing that land. I will take the Force of Negation here. Well, they're going to go ahead and just play the Force for me. That's fine. They're burning a ton of time on their clock, too. More time than I'm burning, which is impressive. Thundering Falls. They do not have a way of drawing a card. They are, however, going to try and tap their mana. Playing the Flage, maybe? Playing another One Ring? Well, let's go ahead and mill that Prismatic Ending in response. Consign to Memory is fine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just F6 here. Okay, finally coming off Suspend. Let's go ahead and cast this guy. I will grab Apixis. And another Ensnaring Bridge, look at that. Plage is gone, Thundering Falls is gone. Okay, let's go ahead and cast our spells. And we don't need to do anything else. Okay, and we got the first game. Oh, here, give me a second. I had to restart my thing. Okay. So this is Jeskai Control. My sideboard guide for Jeskai Control says to side out 1 Ancient Stirrings, 2 Collective Brutality, and 3 Mishra's Bauble, and bring in 2 Duress, 2 Extirpates, and 2 Terra Sunders. How do I feel about this? I'm not actually increasing my discard count. That worries me a bit. It's probably fine, though. This build is a little more aggressive than normal, having no drifters in it. I think it's still okay. I think it's still probably okay. This hand, what does this hand do? This hand will establish a lock quickly, hopefully. I'll try it. It's not a particularly strong hand. If this Stirrings doesn't hit a lantern, then I'm going to be sad. Lantern. Nice. Now I just have the quick lock naturally. Alright, my first priority is finding a piece of discard. That is a prismatic ending. Unfortunate. I think they want to keep that, right? Yeah, they want to keep that. Well, at least I know they have it. I'm not sure I'm willing to wreck my lantern in order to get rid of it. Prismatic ending. That is an Urza Saga. Do I want to burn my Stirrings on getting Urza Saga out now? I do not believe I do. Although Urza Saga would find me a replacement lantern if I needed it. Hmm. 6 cards in hand. One of them is a prismatic ending. I could Stirrings, find Saga, play Pixis, exile the Dressdown. Try to beat down with Saga constructs. Probably wouldn't be a very good strategy. I do want that Urza Saga, though. I could Pixis Shredder, force my opponent to burn their prismatic ending on my lantern, and then just start beating down with Urza Saga constructs a turn later. I think it's probably okay. This also makes it so that I'm a little less vulnerable to counterspell. Alright, let's see what happens. I am going to go ahead and mill this Dressdown on their upkeep. Yeah, that's fine. They did not play the Hollowed Fountain. Are they going to evoke a No Drifter here? Maybe play a Flage? Maybe play a Teferi? A temporary lockdown. Exile each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less until temporary lockdown leaves the battlefield. Yeah, you got it. They had a Thundering Falls on top of their deck, I think. I don't think I'm going to do anything fancy here. I think I'm just going to Assassin's Trophy the temporary lockdown right now. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Hollowed Fountain again. So they have Prismatic Ending, 2 Hollowed Fountains, and 3 unknown cards. Yeah, I'm pretty much ignoring Wrath of the Skies at this point. Do I want this Ensnaring Bridge? I think I want the Ensnaring Bridge as insurance. Yeah, I want the Ensnaring Bridge as insurance, I think. Ooh, but I really want that Inquisition. I'm gonna play the Mycosynth of the Gardens. Thundering Falls. Alright, so they're gonna surveil away that Scalding Tarn. Please, 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 let me draw this. Interesting, they're just not doing anything. Why are they not doing anything? I don't... Well, if my plan anyway is to play Inquisition this turn regardless, then I'm comfortable tapping this Mycosynth Gardens. Do I want to grab a Needle or anything like that, or do I just want to grab another Pixis? I think I'm just going to grab another Pixis. Alright, let's go ahead and Inquisition our opponent. Assuming this resolves. It might not resolve. Red, blue, dress down? No. Force. Force a negation. That's fine. Onus is still on you to answer my constructs. Extirpate, huh? Oh. I'd love to see that extirpate, but I'm just not sure that I can allow this Flage to happen. I'm going to swing and I'm going to see what happens. Wow, they just took it. If the extirpate is going to be gone anyway, then Flage... Then I can fire off this Stirrings fairly safely, just for mana efficiency purposes. Yeah, I'll take that Shredder. Oh, well. Just, I'm not sure that I need the Grafdigger's Cage. Like, what if my opponent just has, like, 2 counter spells in hand or something? Oh, I guess I did forget about the Prismatic Ending in their hand, didn't I? Well, oops. It's probably fine. If they Prismatic Ending my thing, then I'll play Shredder. and hopefully kill them with constructs. We'll see. They do still have those 2 unknown cards in hand, though, and I have no idea what those are. I think I need to exile the 𝗟𝗟. Yeah, the 𝗟𝗟 needs to go. The Teferi needs to go. How aggro do I want to be? If I want to be super duper aggro. Now, my opponent could Prismatic Ending and Solitude this turn, which would clean up my construct plan, but then I would just slam my stuff, but I still need a discard spell. I don't really want this Urza Saga, right? I might take the Urza Saga. I might not. I'm not winning this turn with constructs anyway. I think I'll give up on the construct plan. I'll let them have the Solitude. Alright, so there's the Hollowed Fountain. And here's something that's going to completely blow me out of the water. That's a 𝗟𝗟. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, glad that I didn't continue going with the construct plan. I can chump 𝗟𝗟 for a turn, but I do believe that it is time to find another discard spell. That Prismatic Ending is still sitting in my opponent's hand. I think I've done a decent enough job of trying to distract them from the plan that I'm actually trying to do, which is controlling the game. And the fact that they're doing this tells me that they do not have a dress down in hand at the very least. They also cannot counter anything that I'm playing, even if their last card in hand is a Force of Negation. I do not want this Urza Saga. I want a discard spell. That's a Fomori Vault. Do I take the Fomori Vault? I could play the Fomori Vault and then spin this Shredder into something 5 cards deep. That's pretty deep. I think I'm going to take the Fomori Vault. Oh, that's a Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, I could spin the Shredder into something this turn. Do I want to do that? I could Thoughtseize this turn, take a hit from 𝗟𝗟, and then slam Bridge and then be okay. I think that's a perfectly serviceable plan. I'm going to take 9. So I'm going to fall to 8 after this Thoughtseize resolves. Ooh, it's another Thoughtseize. It's a Null Drifter, huh? Do I want to take the Null Drifter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I want to take the Null Drifter? This is very tempting. This is very tempting. So I could take... There we go. Is this better? Okay. This is very tempting. I could take the Null Drifter. I could leave them with the Prismatic Ending in hand. No, but that's not necessarily a good option. I could just take the Prismatic Ending, force them to play the Solitude the hard way if they wanted to swing in for fullsies this turn. And then Null Drifter doesn't even necessarily have to hit anything. I think I'm just going to take the Prismatic Ending. And I'm going to leave them with Solitude and Null Drifter. And obviously I'm also taking this Consigned to Memory on top of their deck. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take that. Boop. Please just be a land underneath. Supreme Verdict, you got it. Just gonna swing in. I am definitely chumping that. I'm definitely chumping that. Are they just gonna evoke the Null Drifter? No, they're not. Ooh, they're not gonna evoke the Null Drifter, which is going to give me an opportunity. Dress down and another Null Drifter. You got it. So dress down. That's gonna give me an opportunity to use this Thoughtseize on top of my deck. I'm gonna take that last Null Drifter. I'm gonna do that. Goodbye, Null Drifter. And then I'm going to slam my Ensnaring Bridge. Okay. Fomori Vault, acting as a good cantrip. Thanks, Fomori Vault. Sorry about that, technical issues. I am not entirely convinced that I should mill them. Ah, who am I? I could have... No, I'm gonna go ahead and mill them. Yeah, let's go ahead and mill them. I need to get that dress down out of their hand. And I actually might not even care about this Prismatic Ending. Do I care about this Prismatic Ending? I have a Mycosynth Gardens. I could just let them have the Prismatic Ending and then just use my Mycosynth Gardens. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Ooh. It's fine. Alright, so they have a Prismatic Ending. Okay, which means that I now need to be careful about holding open this Mycosynth Gardens. But that's fine. Flashing in a Solitude. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna let you have second prismatic ending. All right, that's an unbeatable magic card. If I let this resolve without doing anything, then I lose the game. Thanks, Mycosynth Gardens. Maybe I was too harsh on you. Now, my opponent can start exiling things from their graveyard to cast this Flage, but if I simply don't give them enough fodder in their yard, then it's not really going to matter that much. I might just spin this needle into something more relevant. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spin the needle. I will grab a lantern and start exiling stuff. Goodbye Teferi, goodbye Arid Mesa, goodbye Dress Down. You can have a consigned memory. We'll go ahead and play this. And my opponent can escape their Flage as much as they like. Well, as much as they can. But I'm just not going to let them ever have enough fuel to where that ever becomes a problem. And I will go ahead and spin this. Kinda looking for that last Pixis, if it's anywhere in here at all. Sure, I'll take a Duress. And screw it. Let's go ahead and play Pithing Needle on, I don't know, the One Ring, I guess. They play those in their deck, right? Nice. Okay, we got the win. I'll go ahead and start up round 3. I'm not entirely convinced that my opponent is a master at the deck they're playing. I mean, I'm certainly no master at mine. But 5 minutes on the clock. Usually I'm the one running behind. I'll go ahead and start up round 3.
Sometimes I just wanna keep on living like that. Yeah. Just to keep on keeping on, you know. I had a few things on my mind. Am I out of my mind? Or is someone trying to mess around with my freaking mind? I know one day I'll be fine, so fine. Just a little bit hazy. Easy there. Just a little bit out of my mind, spending so much of my precious time. I just wanna feel fine, you know.
Oh, okay. That was weird. We are in round 3 versus Freaky16. Hello, Freaky16. I would like to be on the play against you. This hand is already kind of a mulligan. It's already kind of a mulligan. It's got 3 rocks in it. If I can find a lantern off this Ancient Stirrings, that would be great. I need to be disciplined. I need to mulligan this. Yeah, this is just a much better hand. It's got lots of good stuff in it. I am going to keep everything except for the Mishra's Bauble, which is simply a redraw. And I have no way to manipulate it. My opponent has not revealed the Gigantha. I will continue to be undisciplined and play out my Thoughtseize on my second turn. I'm going to play out my Lantern on my first turn. My opponent has also mulliganed. They mulligan to 6. Let's go ahead and play out your stuff. That is an Overgrown Tomb. Yawgmoth? Something. It's Yawgmoth. Alright, so I'm not in danger of dying this next turn. I think I am going to take a turn off and suspend this Profane Tutor. This Thoughtseize can be used on something next turn. If they play an Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I'm going to be a little bit sad. But I really think that I just needed that Profane Tutor on suspend. They played their Swamp. 5 cards in hand. Wall of Roots. You got it. Yep, I'll take 1. Profane Tutor. Yeah. Ooh. I'm not going to draw that Pixis. I am going to Thoughtseize my opponent. I don't have enough things to answer all of this. I can answer the Cord. I can answer the Yawgmoth. But the Malevolent Rumble is still going to cause problems. I think I'm going to take the Cord. They're going to be able to cast this Cord before it can really... before I can do anything about it. They're going to be able to play Yawgmoth before I can do anything about it either. But at least Cord... At least Cord... What could they possibly do next turn if I take this Cord, though? They could Cord for 2. They could get like a Marionette Apprentice or something. I'm going to take the Cord. I don't know if that's correct to do, and I really want my 3rd land here, so I'm going to try and find it. Yeah, here's my 3rd land. Alright. I don't know how I feel about that. My opponent can still draw a ton of cards, right? Yeah. They can still draw a ton of cards here. That doesn't make me feel good. Yep, here comes the overgrown tomb. Here comes the Yawgmoth. Here it is. All right. So I could... Well, I'm definitely casting the Profane Tutor. I don't think I want to grab an Assassin's Trophy. I don't think I need the Grafdigger's Cage right now. Grafdigger's Cage would have been nice. Oh, they could have corded for 3. Yeah, I'm glad I took the cord. I'm just not in a spot for Grafdigger's Cage right now. I think I just need to grab a Pithing Needle and I need to EM Yawgmoth. Ooh, okay. I will Needle first, and then I'll let them draw their cards. Yep. Please sacrifice your entire board. I would love it if you would sacrifice your entire board. Come on, you want to do it. Yawgmoth is so cool that only he needs to be in play. Here we go. Verdant Catacombs. And my opponent cannot catch a break with their draws. Yawgmoth around position. Let's go ahead and take that Malevolent Rumble. Okay. And we're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. I desperately, desperately, desperately need a lock piece. I have the bridge in hand, at least, which is nice. Interesting, they only attacked with the young wolf, huh? I don't know if that's correct. I feel like attacking with Yawgmoth is free. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to take the opportunity and slam bridge. I want that Pixis anyway, so I can next turn Pixis, Stirrings, maybe find a second Mill Rock. And now I just need to fade one more draw. Come on, I faded like 5 draws so far. Give me one more draw. That's a fade. All right, I'll take it. This game brought to you by getting extraordinarily lucky. You know what? No, I'll go ahead and establish the lock now. I don't think I need to wait any longer. I don't need to get any more greedy. I am ahead on cards. All right, and we're good. My opponent has nothing relevant. I will go ahead and exile this Grist. I don't want them drawing that. I'll exile that Cord. Don't want them drawing that. Orcish Bowmasters is fine. And we're not quite in turbo mill mode yet. We're getting there, but not quite yet. I think I will go ahead and fetch here. That's fine. That's also fine. Okay. Now we are in turbo mill mode. After I play the stirrings, I want to draw the stirrings. Yeah. Shredder? Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, we're in turbo mill mode. Ignoble Hierarch. I don't need to let you have it, so I won't let you have it. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and drain our opponents. Now all I need to do is cast that card 5 more times and we're good. They got Boseiju, they've got Forest, they've got Shifting Woodland. Place it a Yawgmoth, presumably. I haven't found the Haywire Mite yet. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Let's go ahead and look for it. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. No Hairwire Mite yet. Malevolent Rumble is no good. That's what, 2 Boseijus? There's your Agatha Soul Cauldron, finally. I don't need this Cling to Dust. Why do I have a stop on their main phase? It's weird. And I'll go ahead and blow up their Orc Army token. Why not? And I think they're only getting 1 more draw here. Yeah, they're only getting 1 more draw. Let's make it a good one. Dang, all their good stuff on the bottom of their deck. You know what? A fetch land's a good draw. Fetch land's exactly what they need in this situation for me to win. All right. And they did make me play it out, as opponents are wont to do. Dang, they just got really unlucky there, huh? Quite unlucky, I might say. All right, well, let's go ahead and play again. Do I have a sideboard guide for this deck? I'm checking. Nope, I don't. All right, well, let me go ahead and invent one right now. So what is good against them? Extirpates are good against them. Playing Tendrils are very, very, very good against them. Bloodchief's Thirst is probably pretty decent against them as well. And I'd imagine Terra Sunder's pretty good too. That's a lot of cards. That's 9 cards. What's bad against them? Collective Brutality is not bad. Assassin's Trophy is not bad. Ancient Stirrings is not bad because it can find Flaying Tendrils. Might side out my entire consistency package. Pithing Needles are not bad. Grafdigger's Cage is not bad. Wow, so it's really just a matter of what's the least good, huh? That's a pretty good position to be in, I think. I don't think Cling to Dust is particularly strong. And they don't have that much draw control. I could be convinced to side out a Shredder. I'm going to experiment with siding out a Shredder. Brutalities are so good, though. I'm just not sure what to side out. I'm just not sure what to side out. I didn't see any Marionette Apprentices. Alright, I'll side out the Brutalities. I did see a Blood Artist. So I guess... I don't know. I needed to side out something. This sideboard plan feels half-baked. And this is not a good hand. I'm gonna mulligan that. Mulliganing a lot of hands. This is 5 lands, a Terra Sunder, and a Pixis. That's not keepable. This would be a fantastic 7-card hand. Bottoming the Stirrings. Bottoming the Fomori Vault, I guess. I don't really feel good about this. That's an Ignoble Hierarch that will eventually demand an answer. Ooh. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take that. It's one of the best... Sure. That's a Shifting Woodland. Dang. That's a Haywire Mite. Dang. They've come teched out. Wow, they've come teched out. Uh-huh. Well, I don't believe... They started play with 7, right? Yeah, they started play with 7. So they're going to swing for 2 here. That's fine. This Terror Center is going to hit the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I'm just not exactly sure when. I want the land. I do. I will grab this. I will not shock it in. So the Beseiju has taken care of something. Underground Mortuary is going to enter. Probably going to surveil that land that they have on top of the graveyard. Yep. I will grab the forest. Exile target card from a graveyard. When a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1 counter on a creature you control. Nah, I think I need to hit it. Okay. Let's go ahead and play out the rest of my hands. My opponent knows I have this Ensnaring Bridge in hand, unfortunately, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be to dump all of this stuff out and try to distract with this Grafdigger's Cage. Go ahead and exile on their upkeep. Okay, and I literally have nothing I can do at this point. I do not feel favored. I feel like I'm going to lose this game. If I can find a lantern very quickly, then perhaps I have a chance. But I'm going to need a sequence of decent draws here. And I'm currently not finding them. Oh, that's a start. I guess I could have taken a look to see what it was first. Oh well. Yeah, that Yawgmoth's gotta go. That's fine. I wonder what their 2 remaining cards in hand are. I'd very much like to find out, but I'm just not 100% certain that I can afford to wait. Ah, well, now I can. I'll go ahead and throw down this Ensnaring Bridge. I know that my opponent is likely to be exiling it soon anyway. Although they don't need to exile it. Yeah, they can't have that Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Did they grab a land off of that Verdant Catacombs? Oh well. You may not have Agatha's Soul Cauldron. You may have a Young Wolf. They must have a hand completely chock full of hate right now. And I'm going to be taking quite a bit of damage. I'm not going to have forever to find a solution to this ignoble hierarch. There's the Young Wolf. Well, Ensnaring Bridge coming down again. So my to-do list for this game is to first find a discard spell, then find a blocker. I might need 2 Urza Sagas in order to make it through these, through the Haywire Might. Verdant Catacombs. I still don't know what those 2 cards in their hand are. And I believe it's time to start digging for something. I think that's probably good enough for now. Oh! Yeah, that's probably good enough for now. This will force their Haywire Might to pop. Unfortunately, I did side out my Cling to Dust. Dude, what on earth are they have in their hand? They must have like a Yawgmoth or something. They're just super slow rolling it. Maybe they have a Chord of Calling and they're just going to completely wreck my day. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Just exile the Grafdigger's Cage with your Haywire Might. Yeah, I have no idea what's in their hand. It's going to be something that's going to completely wreck my day, though. I don't like that they're doing something. Yeah, I'm not in a position to allow them to have that chord. You can have a Blooming Marsh, though. That they're going to immediately play. I would very much like to win this game, though. So if I'm going to do that, then again, the first thing I need to do is to find a discard spell. I guess another answer to this Shifting Woodland is to just... Oh, they played a land that I didn't know about. That means that there's only 1 card in their hand that I don't know about. That's fantastic. That's the first step solved. All right. Let's go ahead and take care of what's in your hand. Is it a Chord of Calling? It's probably a Chord of Calling, isn't it? They're just super slow rolling. Let's find out. They're doing something here. Show me your hand. Show it to me. Show it to me. Chord of Calling. Oh! Oh, yeah, Chord of Calling. I suppose that's fine. This was going to happen anyway. Now I'm forcing the issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they're doing it for 2 and they're going to get a collector oof, I'm going to be very sad. There's just nothing I can do about this. Oh, really? Yeah, you got it. That's your strategy. You got it. I'm gonna have you sack that. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, you know what? Fine. That shifting woodland can copy that haywire mite now too. That's making me sad. And it's just like the good old days where you die to a noble hierarch beatdown. I feel like I'm playing 2015 all over again. Alright, so there goes the Yawgmoth. Okay. They're going to draw that Wall of Roots. Okay, that's fine. It's a Lighted Halfling. And I'm suddenly in very real trouble. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to win this. I would need to what? I would need... Ugh, yeah. I would need to Stirrings into a Saga right now. That's not it. Yeah, I just don't have any way of gaining life. I could, at the very least... No, but it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Yeah, they have an active Yawgmoth here. I'm gonna go ahead and play other Ignobles. Yeah, don't attack with 2, just attack with 1. I guess I have exactly... I guess I have a couple of outs to this, actually. Are they gonna try and kill me now? Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like I was behind that entire time. Let me revisit my sideboard plan. Extirpates. I think Extirpate is still fine. I think I'll just go ahead and run it back. I think Assassin's Trophy is still necessary. Maybe Blood Chief's Thirst is the one that's a little sus. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll go ahead and be on the play. Dude, for once, can I just have a decent 7? Oh, man. Wow. Decent 6, even? I'm running 22 lands. It's not like I'm running super low on lands. Dude, not like this. Not like this. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna bottom a bridge and a shredder. Okay. Alright, so I can discard the cauldron. I can needle the might, and I can cage for the cord. Alright. And that answers their immediate hand. And then I just hope that Blooming Marsh, that Ensnaring Bridge draws me into enough stuff. Do I play this Saga out? I'm not entirely convinced that I play the Saga out. I'm gonna play the Needle on Haywire right now. I'll go ahead and play it out. If I draw a land in the next 2 turns, then at the very least I can hide behind a bridge. I'm just suddenly not feeling very good about this. There's the Wall of Roots. There's a young wolf. That's a clock. Suppose they already had a clock. Land. That's a Pithing Needle. You know what? This Pithing Needle can go on Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth would be very bad for me right now. That's an Overgrown Tomb. They have 1 unknown card in hand. I'm steadily taking damage. Land. That's a Stirrings. No. Oh man, that's a Stirrings. At least Lantern will allow me to look at the top card of my deck. That is a Blooming Marsh. Okay, you know what? That's good. That's fine. I'll take it. Forest. And if my opponent continues to draw like garbage and isn't just slow rolling something that's going to completely wreck my day, then maybe I'll be okay. All right. I'm not going to play the Stirrings yet because I really need to draw that Urza Saga. Wall of Roots. That's fine. Play your Wall of Roots. I'm going to continue taking damage here. That's a Thoughtseize. I'm going to play Ensnaring Bridge. Okay, so I can Thoughtseize, then Stirrings, then find a Millrock, hopefully. Just even 1 Millrock. Even 1 Millrock. All right, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize our opponent here. Double chord. Yes. All right. This game's wrapped up. Once I find a lock of any kind. I'm actually going to take Mycosynth Gardens here. Because I'm going to find a Pixis off of this Saga. Underground Mortuary. Wow, so my opponent had a decent hand, I had a bad hand, but I lined up my answers against them fine enough. And I'm coming out. Yeah. You cannot have that beside you. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna make a dude here just as a blocker, just in case. Let's go ahead and grab a Pixis. Ooh. No. I need to shuffle anyway. Do I want this extirpate in my deck? Not particularly, not right now. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that. I did not feel favored in this game at all, but I guess I just drew really, really, really well. That initial decision to discard the Agathis Soul Cauldron instead of needling it, I think, helped. But I'm not entirely certain how much that would have mattered. Well, it would have made it easier. If I had needled this Soul Cauldron, then my opponent could have found a way to put +1 counters on their own creatures. Oh wait, but it has to exile a creature with it first. It's not just any card that's exiled ever. I guess my hand was good enough. Okay. I'll go ahead and start the 4th round. Okay, and we are back up for round 4 versus Skelly. Hello, Skelly. I'd like to play against you. I'd like a decent 7. This is a decent enough 7. I'm just been so sad about keeping terrible 7s that I'm just going to keep this. This is a mediocre 7. But at least it has a game plan. Leyline of the Guild Pack? Leyline of Anticipation? I'm scared. I'm scared. What are you doing? I'm scared. I'm scared. Yeah, I'll take a Shredder. Oh, are you the... No. No, you're doing something funky. Assassin's Trophy. I'll take that. Do I play my land? Yeah, I'll play my land. Oh! That's it? Yeah, sure, I guess. I'm gonna take the Lorien Revealed. I've got an answer to the Cyano Draco coming up. And I actually want that answer, so I'm gonna play the Shredder. Okay. Rhinos? Give me a moment. Just give me, Okay. So, these are all of the cards in Modern that you would reasonably want to cascade into. They could play Glimpse, which the ley lines kind of make me think that maybe that's the case. They might be playing Glimpse. They could play Living End, but I don't really think that's the case. Resurgent Belief isn't... I don't really have a way to discard them. Restore Balance? That's just lands, creatures, and cards. I don't really care about that. Ancestral Vision's probably the biggest offender. I'm going to choose to have little faith in my opponent, and I'll let them draw that Ardent Plea. If that bites me in the butt, then bites me in the butt. Oop, hang on. Actually, on second thought, I changed my mind. I'm not going to let them draw the Ardent Plea. Almost anything would be better than this Ardent Plea. Another Ardent Plea. All right, sure. I take it back. They played their island. They could play their Cyano Draco right now if they wanted to. They chose not to. That kind of worries me. I'm going to play this off of my non-basic black source. Oh, they have a Leyline of Anticipation. They don't have to. really wonder what they're playing. What on earth are they doing? Leyline of Anticipation. That is a forest. There's a white, blue, green. Ardent Plea. Yeah, I have no idea what you're gonna cascade into. Let's find out. Crouching Footfalls! That's it. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Not quite that much yet, anyway. Yeah, you got it. I will go ahead and... Oh, it's got hexproof. I see. It's got hexproof. Well. Do I need to get this Assassin's Trophy out of my hand? I'm going to take 4, 4, 8, 12. Well, now I just really need an ensnaring bridge. Oh. I see. Well, now I really need an ensnaring bridge. It's too late for that. And that was a misplay too, by the way. I should have hit the Leyline of the Guild Pact. I think I might actually lose this. Oh, never mind. Had it the whole time. Had it the whole time. I will, however, mill myself into a little more action. That's a little more action. Wow. Dexter's being very nice to me. Thanks. Yeah, I don't want them having that Lorien revealed. Subtlety is fine. I guess they did reveal a bunch of stuff. Let me see. Yeah, I don't care about any of this except for the leyline bindings. And I guess I will... Do I even have a target for this pithing needle? Not really. Fortunately, they are allowing me to continue playing out this game, so I'm going to be able to see their deck. Ardent Plea. But yeah, that Assassin's Trophy on the Ardent Plea was probably the correct target, but the incorrect timing. Okay, another Crashing Footfalls. I can't believe the deck just gave me an ensnaring bridge for free. That almost never happens. All right, let's go ahead and grab a Pixis, continue to make a little bit stronger. My opponent is just going to be drawing a ton of air. I just need to make sure to keep my hand under 4 cards. Under 3 cards. So I guess I'll go ahead and Cling to Dust this Sign of Draco. It doesn't really matter. Oh, I should have milled. Oh well. Again, doesn't really matter. That's a Beseju. Need to be aware of those. Okay, so just mill that. Yeah, you got it. You can shuffle that away as much as you like. Really pretty artwork for that. Well, at least now I know what my Pithing Needle is naming. Of course it's naming Beseju Who Endures. Oh, and I got the win. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, so my opponent is playing something very funny. They're playing Crashing Footfalls. In this matchup, I need to make sure that my bridge resolves. This is a race to bridge and a race to protect bridge. I will not have meaningful ways to interact with what my opponent is doing outside of bridge. If I still had my... what's that called? If I still had my Toxic Deluges, if I had Path to Peril, maybe, but I don't have those, so how much do I even want to sideboard? Grafdigger's Cage is practically useless. Cling to Dust is practically useless. My needles are still good. My brutalities are good at making sure bridge can resolve. My assassin's trophies. Do I have anything better to bring in? I could turn these into extirpates. But this is also like removal for things, and I'll try this. I'll try this. I'll try it. It's beautiful. I love it. You may not like it, but this is what a peak lantern hand looks like. I'm keeping that. They did not have a flurry of ley lines to start the game off. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Wow. I mean, do I even take the Obsidian Charmo? That's crazy. I take the Obsidian Charmo, right? I don't think I take the Obsidian Charmo. I'm gonna take the Lorien revealed. All right. But yeah, this is just Needle on Beseju, and then put Ensnaring Bridge down. I don't think the Obsidian Charma was really a big enough threat in that situation for me to want to take it. Like, yes, it'll come down on turn 4, and it'll blow up one of my non-basics. But it still doesn't beat an Ensnaring Bridge. Lorien revealed might be able to eventually dig them out. I'm not gonna shock this in. I'm just gonna play my Pithing Needle right now. Very interesting that they milled over a Force of Negation. I feel like that would have been a really high value target to keep. Beseju, who endures? Let's go. And the next turn, I might just suspend a Profane Tutor, honestly. But perhaps I'm slow rolling this bridge too much, and maybe I need to just play Saga into bridge. Yep, so they cycled their Lorien reveal. They reveal a Xander's Lounge. Yeah, if they had kept that Force of Negation, they could have forced this Pithing Needle. That's second Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so my opponent's going to need a Leyline Binding here. But they don't have the mana with which they can cast a Leyline Binding. Oh, there it is. Never mind. White, blue, black, red, green. What's this? An Obsidian Charma? Blowing up my Urza Saga? Oh no. I could have never seen that coming. Yeah. Turn 4, Obsidian Charma. And it simply does not matter. They got a Plains, got an Obsidian Charma, they've got another card that I don't know about. Got this Mishra's Bauble that I'm going to cast right now. And like, my opponent needs to beat this. And they cannot currently beat this. Yeah, they just played a bunch of Cyano Dracos. So I would very much like a Thoughtseize. Oh, I'll let you go look at that. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. They just got a bunch of stuff in their deck. I feel like they really should have kept that Force of Negation. They could have, at the very least, hit this Pithing Needle and blown up one of my bridges. They might have been able to get a point of damage in doing that. Crashing Footfalls. Playing a Leyline of the Guild Pack now? Alright, that's an Ancient Stirrings. And I think I'm just gonna grab Pixis here. I think I'm just gonna straight up grab Pixis. And I will bobble them one time. Just to make sure that this isn't going to be a bad card. That's a Temple Garden. That's not a bad card. Because I know that I'm going to be playing a Lantern next turn, because that Profane Tutor's going to come off Suspend. And I think I will go ahead and copy here. No, it doesn't really matter, does it? It's one of the very few instances where I thought it would be appropriate. Yep. Where I thought it would be appropriate to pop Bobble targeting my opponent. Cool deck, I suppose. The Obsidian Charmal seems pretty powerful if it can attack. It's got a lot of keywords. All right, moving on. Positive record locked in for once. Let's go ahead and start round 5 in just a moment. All right, and we are on round 5 versus 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘 something. I'm probably horribly mispronouncing that. My opponent has revealed a Giganta. They're probably on energy. This is, I am on the play. I have a very painful hand. I'm not going to fall into the trap that I've fallen into on keeping other hands against energy, which is they play a turn 1 Ocelot Pride. I play whatever, and then I just get beat to death. I'm gonna mulligan this. This is good. I'm going to bottom the Profane Tutor. I think it's too slow. Here we go. Sacred Foundry. Turn 1 Cat. Turn 1 Guide of Souls. Land? Not a land. Inquisition. I am going to fetch Shock here. Wow! They did not play turn 1 Ocelot Pride. You know what? I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Ooh. And that died. Give me just a second. Give me just a second, actually. All right, sorry for the delay. I'm taking the Ocelot Pride from this hand. Mesa, Blood Moon, Kinetic Discharge, Bone Crusher, Giant, Ocelot Pride. Yeah, I'm taking the Ocelot Pride from this hand. And I'm just going to type in everything else manually. Panic Discharge. Bone Crusher. Ah, that's what does it. Alright, well, my little helper thing has not wanted to come back properly, so I'm gonna have to figure... Oh, they top deck an Ocelot Pride. Of course they did. Okay. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that again. Jeez. So at the very least, this will allow me to keep green under me. I don't know how much I want all of these lands. I definitely, absolutely need to fire off an Inquisition this turn. I think I might be able to afford to take a Blooming Marsh. Alright, so this needs to go... Blood Moon needs to go. Okay. And the unknown card in my opponent's hand is known. It's just a Bone Crusher Giant, which isn't showing up in my thing properly for some reason. And my opponent is drawing hot. That's not good. So I'm going to take at least 2 more turns of damage. That is another 3 Ocelot Prides. Let it be known that my opponent has had 3 Ocelot Prides in the top, like, 11 cards of their deck. Can I find something nice in the top 11 cards of my deck? No? No. Dang, I knew I shouldn't have taken that land. That was just so too greedy. And now I'm just, I need to draw a discard outlet or else I'm just dead. Oh, that hurts. Those Ocelot Prides, man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to 3. It needs to be exactly a top deck Collective Brutality or else I just die. If I had failed to find on that Ancient Stirrings, I might have a chance. 4 Ocelot Prides in the top, like, 12 to 15 cards of their deck. That's ridiculous. Collective Brutality. Pithing Needle. Yeah. Ugh. That's unfortunate. That was a bad decision. I got greedy. And I would have had a lock too. Dang. Alright. Wow, that would have been really nice. Win, loss, loss, win, win. Win, loss, win, win, win. Win, loss, loss, win, win. Win, loss, win, win. Okay, there we go. And that's a loss. Okay, so we are all caught up with that. Let's go ahead and bring in our sideboarding plan, which seems kind of pathetic against them, honestly. This just does not seem like enough sideboarding. I would have had a lock. That feels bad. I would like to be on the play. This is 5 lands and an ensnaring bridge. Wow, my deck is just being exceptionally cruel to me today. I will mulligan this. It's a Collective Brutality. I'll take it. I will take it. I will take it. I will take it. I will bottom this Thoughtseize. Alright, you're gonna surveil. They surveil to top. I'm gonna take that. Ooh, land. Land? For me? No. I should have used the Mycosynth Garden. It's probably not that big of a deal, but still. Alright, that's an Ether Hub. That is a Guide of Souls. That is an Ocelot Pride. Kill on sight. Not gonna mill them to fuel their yard. I could sweep up their entire board with the Slaying Tendrils right now. I don't think I'm going to do that. This fetch is kind of skillful as well. Do I play around Blood Moon by grabbing a forest and then just hope that I draw my 4th land for Flaying Tendrils? Do I grab a swamp and play around Blood Moon? I think I'm gonna grab a swamp. I will go ahead and... Or do I just play my Ensnaring Bridge now, take my beats? My opponent's not playing black, so I can hold a bridge in hand. I think I'm just going to kill their Ocelot Pride. That Ocelot Pride is ridiculously strong. Like, it's already replaced itself. Goblin Bombardment. I saw that coming. Blooming Marsh. I'll go ahead and play my Ensnaring Bridge now. And I have a Flaying Tendrils in hand, very much hoping to draw a Lantern of Insight into some discard here. Let's see what my opponent's going to do here. Yeah, just swing in. I could have used Flaying Tendrils to mop up the Ocelot Pride and the Guide of Souls. And I think I might use the Flaying Tendrils now, actually. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Jeez, man. Look at that brutal hand. Yeah. Wow, that crashed it too, huh? Alright. 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 Give me a... Okay. I'm gonna have to reset again. Okay. So the unknown card is a Wear Tear. They have a Blood Moon, a Lightning Bolt, an Amped Raptor, and I think I'm just gonna take the Wear Tear. And they also have the One Ring. And with this hand, I actually kind of want to get this Flaying Tendrils out now. This is going to deal 3 to me. Yeah, I kind of figured. Milling my opponent isn't going to help here. Okay, they've got an unknown calendar. An unknown card, I mean. Wow, that was weird. Wow, of course. Okay, you know what? Sure. Yeah, you got it. Jeez, that feels bad. There's nothing I could have done about that, though. And I'm just going to continue to take a bunch of damage until I find an answer to that Ajani. That's a lantern. That's a start. And I know what they drew. Bloodchief's Thirst is an answer to the Ajani. Okay, I have a way out of this. It's not pretty, but it is an option. I'm gonna need them to fade something. Please fade something. That's a lightning bolt. I count that as a fade. You got it. Alright, so Amped Raptor is gone. Oh, actually, that might not be a fade. Yeah, that's not a fade. Dang it, I lost this too. Alright, wow. No, that's game. Dang. It's fast. I could blame the technical issues that I had for that. But I'm not sure. I was just like one step ahead. I also feel like my opponent was drawing insanely hot. I'm not going to think about it too hard. I am happy with this 3-2, more or less. I need to fix my equipment, man. My little stream helper here that runs all of the nice overlays that you see just keeps crashing. And I'm not exactly sure why. I had to switch things over when I moved from Linux to Windows. And ever since I moved it over to Windows, it's just been incredibly unstable. But I'll have to figure that out. But yeah. Just got run over by energy, as I always do. I'm just at a loss. I might need to sideboard more cards. I might need, like, 4 Bloodchief's Thirst and 3 Flaying Tendrils or something for that match. It's just absolutely abysmal. But yeah, I will probably release version 3.1.3 of my list later on, with energy kept in mind, and probably just absolutely giving up on Amulet Titan until I figure out how to play the deck. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all on Thursday.
Something is wrong. Was it the words of my song? But I'm too